Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Marina, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that pass! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out! Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending where you are across the world. Welcome to World Cup 2026 on TCHub Live as Spain take on Cape Verde at the Mercedes-Benz Arena tonight in Atlanta. The two teams are just emerging, getting ready to come out of the tunnel right now as we get ready to bring you kick-off in this big game in the World Cup in this game today. Alongside me on commentary, we've got Alex Peters making his World Cup debut here on the commentary. He's already been on the commentary towards the back end of last season with a couple of games for us, but he's now making his commentary debut on the World Cup. So we'll bring him in very, very shortly in a couple of moments' time as the players are out on the field of play. The first thing for us to do is to take a look at the two teams, and we'll start off with Spain, who line up as followed. Is Unai Simon in between the sticks, Marcus Llorente, Paul Cabasi, and Merrick Laporte from Man City man, and new Real Madrid bound Marco Correa just signed a 6-year contract at the Santiago Bernabeu today, and then ahead of his move from Chelsea in the summer for 55 million euros up front with 5 million in add-ons for the left back. Pedri, Rodri and Fabian Ruiz sit in front of them in the midfield trio. Rodri wears a captain's armband. Ferran Torres, Rosabal and Javi lead the line today. Lamine Yamal on the bench after being out due to injury. David Raya, the Arsenal goalkeeper, also on the bench for Spain today, and so too is Zubimendi as well, who you may recognise from the Premier League with Arsenal as well. Let's take a look then at the Cape Verde side, and this is how they will line up in their game today. Rosina starts in between the sticks. Maria starts a right back with Lopez and Borges a central defence, with Cabral a left back. Two holding midfielders for them in Pina and Dute, who wears number 15 today. The three behind the lone striker is Mendes, Oriento and Cabal. And then leading the line is Livramento, not England's Livramento, but another Livramento in the side today. They've got two players on the bench with the same surname of Cape Verde in Yannick Semedo from Fernandes in Portugal, and also from Omanum Nicosia in Cyprus, Willie Semedo. Let's hope both of them don't come on today, otherwise we'll be able to call one by the full name and one by the other name as well. So, as I said, alongside me is Alex Peters, and a very good afternoon to you, Alex, for this game today. Just touching on Spain then, and their left back Marco Correa just joined Real Madrid on a 6-year contract earlier today. I just think it's going to fit in at the Santiago Bernabeu.
Yeah, good afternoon, Russ. Pleasure to be here on this game. Very much looking forward to it. In terms of Cucurella, it was a surprise signing. I think we can all say that. I don't think many people would have imagined Real Madrid being in for him, but the moves they've made already this summer, you know, that could be the potential fourth signing alongside Bernardo Silva, Denzel Dumfries and Ibrahim Konate. I think they are in need of a resurgence Real Madrid. And I think Marc Cucurella, albeit he may not have been the first player I would have went out and got, I think he's going to be a key player for Madrid going forward. He's been signed on a 6-year contract, which would take him to 33, so it would see out the remainder of his career. But for a player who started out in Barcelona, getting such a big move to their rivals, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting season at Madrid next season with, of course, Jose Mourinho returning.
Yes, absolutely, Alex. Let's just take another quick look then at the people who are in charge of today's game and the referees. Adem from Jordan. This is said by Ahmed Akaf from Jordan and Ahmed Al-Wal from Jordan as well. Colombian Andres Rojas is on for official duty. Well, in VAR, we have got Joe Dickerson from the US of A and Kamis Al-Mare from Qatar there as well. China is on the fourth VAR for this game today for Spain against Cape Verde in the match officials. The players were almost getting ready to come out, getting through the last minute and shakes out of kick-off will almost get set to kick off in this big game today. Who will come out on top in this Group H encounter? The officials just taking the walk towards the centre to shake hands with the two captains and do the coin toss ahead of this game today. Alexander Guzman from Colombia is the reserve assistant referee today as well, which, just to, in case anybody's wondering who the reserve assistant referee is today, as we get ready for this game this afternoon. Just looking at the two sides again, Alex, where are you thinking the battle is? Where do you think the game's going to be won and lost today? Do you think it could be that midfield, or where else do you think it could be won and lost today?
Yeah, I think any side which comes up against Spain, obviously that midfield, which is arguably, the deepest in the tournament in terms of the players that they have there. They're obviously starting today with Fabian Ruiz, Rodri and Pedri. But I think that left-hand side for Spain, in which they've got Gavi out there alongside Real Madrid bound Marc Cucurella, I think that's where they're going to look to attack, because obviously that is where Lamine Yamal would be playing. Hopefully we'll be able to see him have a few minutes today. But yeah, I feel like it could be a long day for the fullback Moreira.
Yes, absolutely. Moreira's going to be having a field day down that left-hand side of Spain's right-hand side for Cape Verde. Today should be a good match. This one, looking forward to this one, the second game over the tournament. If you're new here this afternoon and listening to us for the first time today, please do us a massive favour. Please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and make sure you share it out to your friends and get your friends and family to get involved as well, as we will bring as many games from the World Cup as possible. There is Lamine Yamal on the bench there, just as he starts there today after missing a couple of training sessions with injury. But like you said, Alex, hopefully we can get to see him today. The teams are just getting ready for the last few minutes before kick-off. We're currently at 5 o'clock in the UK, 12 o'clock local time in Atlanta for this game, as they're 5 hours behind Atlanta to the UK. Well, this one should be a really good matchup today. It'd be interesting to see how Cucurella performs today, whether he puts in a stellar performance, so Jose Mourinho why he should be starting a left back for Real Madrid. Just a bit of news away from the World Cup and into the Championship, after relegated Wolves have just appointed a new manager today since sacking Rob Edwards. Cesar Peixoto on a 2-year deal has come in. First job outside of Portugal for him, as the game we're about to get underway with Cape Verde kicking off, attacking the goal away to our left-hand side. Spain attacking the goal to our right. Spain in their traditional colours of red, blue and red, with Cape Verde all in white today. The official wearing green, as the game has just got underway. As Cape Verde just played all the way back to the right side of centre-back, and Lopez who can send the ball long downfield looking for the run of Livramento, but out comes Unai Simon to make a claim of the ball and roll it out to Cabarce, who plays across to the pole there, and he plays it further wide to Marc Cucurella. Spain just keeping all of possession. Here's Rodri now. Just plays it into Americ Laporte. Back into Rodri. Those two played alongside each other in Manchester City before Laporte left the Citizens. And here comes now the number 5 Llorente field inside the right hand side of the Cape Verde half of the field, inside the centre for Laporte. Onto Rodri once more, cross towards this right hand side, and here comes Llorente. Infield it goes, lovely back flick here, and there's the number 8 Ruiz, who's looking to take control of this. It's Real bound Correa. Rodri now back to Laporte, and Laporte will look up here again. Rodri now gets the ball out wide to the left hand side, and Javier drops back to get involved in the early exchanges. Now here comes Spain once more, and there's number 8 Ruiz. It's out to Llorente. Llorente takes a couple of touches, rolls it back towards the centre circle, and inside the centre circle now is Laporte. Inside the Cape Verde half, cross up as a Correa. The header is away, and it goes out of play for a throw in to Cape Verde. But a good bit of pressure there from Spain, just without the input there, Alex.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be the tail of the tie, Russ. I feel like we're going to see a lot of Spain on the ball here, camped inside the Cape Verde area. And kind of similar to how we saw Germany yesterday against Curacao and against the Blue Wave, I think Spain are going to take their time and steadily break down Cape Verde side.
Yes, fantastic stuff here in this match today. Here is Cape Verde just having a bit of possession to control this. Fabian Ruiz with the ball there. No, he throws it back now as Spain will look to come forward. Here's Rodri for Spain, just taking a couple of touches and pulls the ball back to Americ Laporte. A bit of movement here from Spain as they look to keep all of possession. Cabarsi gets it out wide to Llorente. Down the flank it goes. There's a wonderful piece of play there from the number 7 for Spain, Torres, who goes down and he wins his side of corner there. Good bit of play there from Ferran Torres to win his side of corner as they will look to try and cause problems for Cape Verde in this match today. Ubista, the head coach of Cape Verde, looking on making sure his side can get something from this thing. It was overturned for a goal kick in the end, so Cape Verde will now have a goal kick instead of a corner there. Just when it didn't look like a corner initially, Cape Verde have a goal kick in the end as the ball is sent out towards our far side from Cape Verde. Now to play for a throw-in to Cape Verde this time. Xavi with the header out there. But Cape Verde just enjoying a bit of a spell at the moment, but not much of possession. They want to try and get a foothold of the ball, Alex, and make Spain do all the winning rather than them do all the winning, won't they, tonight?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think they'll be following a similar pattern to what Curacao did yesterday, where they understand that Germany or Spain in this instance are going to have a lot more of the ball. And they were great on the counter, so they just need to find that exploit against the Spanish side. And aside that are missing players such as Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal, there's definitely going to be opportunities for Cape Verde. What's important is that they take them. Yes,
as Cabarsa plays a wonderful ball towards Javier, edged it into the penalty area there from Javier. Brilliant bit of header. And Correa wins the ball back here now for Spain. They're just keeping all the possession. And well here. And now they've still got all the possession. This Cabarsi has to go all the way back to his goalkeeper there, Simon, who now finds Americ Laporte, who can come forward here. Wonderful crossfield pass. And it's headed down there brilliantly by Torres. But Cape Verde win the ball back and have it on this left-hand side. And this is a good run there from the left side of the central defender, Borges, who just loses out in the end as Ruiz just drops it back to Cabarse. Now Rodri turns away twice there and feeds in to the number 20 there. 21 there, 20 there, Pedri, should I say. Like he said 21 initially on his back of his shirt, but then he did not look again and it was number 20. Now Torres gets it down the line. And then ball give away there by Fabian Ruiz for Spain. Then he's out of play for a throw to Cape Verde. But a good bit of pressure again from Cape Verde to make sure Spain can't get behind them there, Alex. And Spain are just trying to get behind, but Cape Verde holding a good line at the moment.
Yeah, and that's going to be the task for Cape Verde today, sort of keeping this up for the entire fixture. And it is taxing when you're on the back foot for 90 minutes. And, you know, this Cape Verde side, they're set up to defend, so they'll be hoping that they'll just be able to hold on to the scoreline for as long as possible.
Yes, that's indeed the will be looking for. They've just won themselves another throw in. The manager is just very much impressed with how his side has started here and keeping Spain at arm's length a little bit. And they've already done better than Curacao. After this many minutes yesterday, Curacao already 1-0 down against Germany. So they're a lot much better than them. But that coming out against, I know it's probably the quality Spain squad, but Germany, good quality squad they've got as well in this tournament, especially the front line that they had yesterday. So to keep Spain 0-0 is good going for Cape Verde so far, Alex.
Yeah, and their expectations have to be managed in this game, you would think. Obviously, coming into this World Cup, as exciting as it is for the second smallest nation, a nation of just 500,000 people, Russ. They've got to be realistic with what they can get out of this game, but anything other than a loss would be incredible for them today.
Indeed it will, as there comes the goalkeeper, Vizina, who can just take a couple of touches, all in yellow inside the penalty area, plays it to the right-hand side, and there is Lopez who gets the ball forward. It's played on towards that far side for Cape Verde, but Spain have won the ball back through Rodri, who's done well there to tied up by Laporte to go back to Unai Simon. And when I saw the squad numbers for Spain, Alex, and David Ray got number 1, I thought Ray would probably start, but look at Unai Simon in goal. There's another goalkeeper there in Garcia. You can understand probably why Simon has started, especially with the career he's had and season he's had as well, Alex.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Spain's goalkeepers run as deep as their midfielders, it seems. They've got 3 quality keepers there, and it's always been the case. You look back to players like Iker Casillas, David De Gea, you know, they've always had a wealth of keepers to choose from. And in terms of their number 1 at the moment, you're right, yeah, Unai Simon, who's been there for a while now. He won Euro 2024 with Spain. So they're definitely spoiled for choice when it comes to the goalkeeping department. Having a backup keeper be a Premier League winner this season, not too bad, Russ, not too bad.
Yes, absolutely, not too bad there. As they come now with Torres down the right-hand side. Drops the ball infield to Rodri. There is number 22, Gabarsi to Laporte. And Laporte will look up and he finds the Marco Correa on that side, the former Chelsea man, having signed if you miss it to the start, signed a 6-year contract with Real Madrid to 2031 this morning. Well, 2032, should I say? No, 2031. So that is a good length of deal. When, like Alex says, takes him up to his 33rd birthday. And that's probably his last payday, unless he signs an extension to play on a bit longer. But many people and defenders normally retire around about that 33 age. But you never know what Cucurell's got up his sleeve is. Torres with the low ball into the penalty area, which Cape Verde do well to defend and clear. Laporte wins the header there up against Livramento, who's gone down holding his face, now holding his leg, and he just slowly gets up there. Livramento, the number 19 for Cape Verde, but Spain just come forward again. Here's Rodri, the captain for Spain today. Good bit of moment here from Pedri, who gives the ball away this time. And Cape Verde trudging down that side. What about that with a foul there by Marcus Llorente? Not given there on the left winger, Cabral there for Cape Verde. We'll see what Alex thought about that in a moment. Here comes Spain though, still holding possession, and he rolls the ball in field. Gets it out wide now to Cabral, who can get the ball down looking for Llorente. Llorente can't get there though, and that's put behind for a corner kick to Spain. Good piece of defending again from Cape Verde. And Cape Verde watched the free kick a few moments ago, Alex, not given, but then Spain go down the other end and win themselves a corner.
Yeah, you see those given and not given all the time, unfortunately. I think shoulder to shoulder, I think he's just got the best of him physically there, you know. But Unfortunately, in this game, we've seen referees give those, so consistency has always been the issue. But on top of all the new rules as well, it's hard for the players to keep up with what's right and wrong, Ross.
It is, as Pedro takes a corner cleared away to the edge of the penalty area by Cape Verde, and they will try and break now. And they're coming forward up down the right-hand side of the team, down their left-hand side to Spain's right as we watch. Well, that was a poor ball, trying to take Cabral away down that side. Also, of course, there was Mendes who starting on the right-hand side, but come up to the left and defend from that Spain corner. Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. 10 minutes on the clock as here they come again. Here comes Spain as they will look to try and get the opening goal in this game. And we saw some good games over the weekend, including the opener, where so far over 17,000 people have watched that. If you're from that stream today listening to us, again, thank you very much for doing so. And as you mentioned, we were unable to show match footage due to copyright issues. This is a radio style commentaries. Spain pull the ball into the penalty area, looking for the winner Vernon towards the back post, but out comes Vizina to claim well there for Cape Verde. If you are new around these ways, please do us a massive favour. Please click the subscribe button. Please click the like button. It is free to do so. And also, please share out the channel as well with your friends and your families and get them involved as well, and also with your neighbours too, as Spain look to put pressure on Cape Verde as they will look to come forward here, Cape Verde from the back. And they're going now with Lopez on the right side of the central defence. He plays it further wide to Moreira, where it's number 22. He's now with the number 3, Borges. We'll ball into the number 10 there, Morento, who's gone back from the number 10 position into the back, in between the two central defensive midfielders in Pina and Durat. Well, they've got with Borges, who gets it back to his goalkeeper there, who takes a touch and plays it to his right hand side, and the right back there, Moreira, who can come forward in possession. This is good movement here from Cape Verde, who gets the ball out wide to that far side and sent downfield. He goes down on the edge of the penalty area, just Livramento, nothing given there as we watch this unfold. And we'll just look at this again, just take another look at this again. Shoulder to soldier, shoulder to soldier, shoulder to shoulder, should I say? No, shoulder to soldier.
Yeah, I always do the same with that one, Russ. I always do the same. You're not alone when trying to pronounce that, though. You won't.
Good piece of defending from the Paul, though, in the end, and Cape Verde just running out of play for a throw into Spain. But Cape Verde defending quite well against Spain so far. It's all attempt fate, but all defending well so far.
Yeah, it's been a nice period of sustained pressure for Cape Verde, which I don't think they would have expected too much, but it's not been a lot that's happened so far in this opening 15 minutes, Russ. It seems that Spain are getting the ball in the area, but they're not doing a whole lot with it, to be honest.
No, and I know, normally, Alex, when I'm doing on commentaries here on the commentary hub, I'd never have a goalless draw, so I'm hoping I don't tempt fate today and I get a goalless draw in this one today, but I can't say I think Spain will. Once Spain score, the floodgates will probably open in the end. We'll have to wait and see about that one as Llorente picks up possession now midway inside Cape Verde half. He rolls it to his left-hand side to Cabarce, further forward to Rodri via the number 8, Fabian Ruiz, where foul has been given by Javet. I think it looked like he may have just come from back from an offside position, fouled his man in the process as well. There, Javier, a free kick for Cape Verde, and they're just knocking around out the back. Here's Lopez, who gives the ball away. But then it's picked up here by Moreira, back to his goalkeeper. Vizino sends it long downfield, it's chested away. And now here comes Spain once more. Roger gets it out wide there to Gavin. He keeps all the possession, finds Fabian Ruiz, who gets the ball into Cabarce. Now to his right hand side. And here comes down the right hand side is Llorente, inside from Torres, further inside from Llorente. Fabian Ruiz, who rolls it to Roger, who's on his right hand side. Roger loses out, but Spain win the ball back from the edge of the penalty. Shot comes in, a team effort from Pedri in the end, and the Barcelona man can't keep his effort on target there. I guess it's on target, but it's a weak effort from Pedro, should I say, and that's too comfortable for Vizina inside of the Cape Verde goal, Alex.
Yeah, and it's probably just emblematic of how Spain have been playing so far, unfortunately. It's a weak shot. It doesn't really get anything on it. It's comfortable for the goalkeeper. And this was the fear that people had about Spain going into the tournament. When you don't have players like Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams as outlets to be direct and run at defenders, creating chances can be difficult. And we're seeing that at the moment from the Spanish side, Russ.
Yes, and a free kick here to Spain. Foul on the right back in Marcus Llorente. And the yellow card has been picked up here by Cape Verde. It looks like it's number 13, Sidney Lopez Cabral, who was picked up that yellow card for the foul and in the face there. And pushed him over.
That, Russ. It's difficult for... Yeah, definitely. The fullbacks today, I think, when Spain start getting out wide and start putting the pressure on, I think that's when you are going to see this Cape Verde backline strain, to be honest, because I don't know if they have what it takes to deal with the Spanish attack.
Yes, and here comes Spain once again with Cabase. Now wide now to Llorente. Down the line it goes into Torres. Balls off his man and back in towards Llorente. He's out of penalty area. Pulls the ball back. He's cleared away by Cape Verde. And it was Cabral who was bad there. He only got booking with the block short, and then he managed to see his defender come across and clear it to safety through the number 3 Borges, who managed to help him out there. And Spain just keeping hold of possession so far with the ball, and now here comes Laporte across to Cucurella. Cucurella wears 24 in this campaign for Spain. Llorente, Laporte, should I say, into Cabase. Gets the ball out wide now to Llorente. And on this right hand side, draws it down the line towards the run over. Ruiz, who puts Borges under pressure and concedes a throw in midway. Who's deep inside the Cape Verde half in their left back position, which will be taken by Sidney Cabral, who's only on that yellow card, remember. Sidney Lopez Cabral with the yellow card. Early on in the opening yellow card of this Group H encounter between Spain and Cape Verde. If you're tuning in for the first time today, please like and subscribe, and please hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we go live, as we're trying to grow the channel. Already on 531 subscribers before I went on air this afternoon, thanks to a couple of friends, Alfie and Shan, who subscribed over the weekend. Big shout outs to both of them. Alfie says he'll be listening while he's at work this afternoon, so very good to have you on board, Alfie, listening to our coverage. If you do want to put a comment in, if you're enjoying our coverage, that's more than happy for you to do so, my friend. Be good to hear from you, and please share it out to Loza and Seb as well, and also Faye if you can as well for me, my friend, if you're tuned in right now. As here comes Unai Simon with possession for Spain at the back. And now it's played into Rodri via Laporte. Those two former Manchester City players linking up well. Into Real Madrid's new boy, Marco Correa. Back now to Rodri. Chips the ball in towards Vernon. Torres will push the ball across. Can he try to see for Spain? No. Maybe Ruiz missed his effort. And he bounces down to him and he plays out wide to that far side. Marco Correa now has it once more. Spain are just coming forward here again and just knocking the ball around well here. As now the ball is infield is Laporte. He's come out with that, in fact, from long range there this time. And Paulo Sabasi, the left back, the right side of the centre back there, going for goal. Maybe took a deflection off of Pedro on the route. He did. The Fabian Ruiz actually was. That took a deflection off it on the route and put it wide. But good strike again. And Cape Verde making Spain strike from distance rather than getting around the penalty at the moment, Alex.
Yeah, and they're playing right into Cape Verde's hands here, Spain. This is the exact type of thing that they would want. They would want these long-range efforts, which, well, in the case of Fabian Ruiz there, he struggled to even get that off the ground. But Cape Verde, this opening 20 minutes or first quarter, as it's being rebranded to nowadays, they'll be more than happy with this, I think, Russ.
Yes, absolutely, Alex. I would agree with that as well. I think he would be very pleased with that, even though they've only had 29% possession. 62% possession for Spain, 9% in contest. It says on our monitor in front of us there from our commentary position. Here is the number 22 for Spain, Cabal. So gets it to the right hand side and on the right wing from Torres. He gets a crossing which is won by Borges, and now here is the number 7 for Cape Verde, which is Cabral. Gets it back now to Cabral again. To the Cabral there is the left back, and the midfielder number 7 is Jovan Cabral. So I may just future reference, if anybody wants to know, I may call the left back Sydney and the winger Cabral, so we don't get confused of which one's which for this game today. And let's hope they don't bring on both Semedos, otherwise I have to name one by their first name as well. But here they come down the right hand side, Cape Verde, and just giving the ball away, but they've won it back momentarily. And now they're coming again. Here's Cabral, the number 7 down the left hand side, onto the penalty area, pulls the ball back in now to the number 15 as Durant, who gets the ball into the penalty area, cleared away by Spain again. And an offside flag is raised there against Ryan, the number 24, Ryan Mendes. He's got Ryan on back of his shirt, Mendes. And he was judged to have been in offside position there, the captain. But Spain again, just holding a good line there to catch Cape Verde off side, but Cape Verde causing a few problems again there.
Yeah, just bringing the ball out onto this left-hand side, trying to just get at Marcus Llorente here. And unfortunate coming back from an offside position there, Livramento. But Cape Verde, like I say, there's not so much to quarrel at. It's not that Spain have really tested Vozinha's goal in any way, or the back line really hasn't been strained too much. I think Spain have got to come up with some new ideas if they want to get at this Cape Verde defence, Russ.
Yes, and Cape Verde has just won themselves a goal kick here, and so the referee just wants to stop the play at the moment for the hydration break. So the first quarter, as we're going to be calling it today, is over. And Alex, what have you made to that first quarter of action that we've had today?
What I expected, Russ, to be honest. I thought it was going to be a cagey opening. You know, Cape Verde not really wanting to take too many risks. They don't want to show too much too early. And this Spanish side, there's a little bit of frustration seeping in, I feel. We saw that in the couple tame shots that were taken from range, just wanting to have an attempt at goal, because Cape Verde, they have been compact, they've been resolute and not letting any of the Spain attackers sort of infiltrate and even get a sight of goal, to be honest, Russ.
Yes, absolutely. As we just see the players take a hydration break here. So let me just remind you what we've got coming up after us this afternoon or this evening on the channel. And next up after us today is the game that involves Belgium and Egypt, Aluminum Field in Seattle. Join Paul for Nicholas Jones, Paul James and Dan Money for commentary on that one later on this evening. Make sure you stay tuned for us for that game. Today's Belgium take on Egypt in that game today. Big shout out to our good friend and my colleague, and also say our colleague Mike Orneman, who's on. It says, "Hi lads, enjoying the coverage so far." Thank you very much, Mike. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend, and hopefully you're looking forward to listening to more World Cup action later on this evening, as well as the hydration break still continues at this moment in time, as the Spain boss there is just giving out in some instructions to his Spain side, Luis de la Fuente. So it'll be interesting to see what his side has got to come up with in this second half of the game up against Babista's side, and can they break down Babista side, because they are causing a number of problems when they've got possession, or Cape Verde in out of possession as well. There's no in Spain getting to their fluidity in front of goal there, passing on the like to do with Torres, Oyarzabal, Javi, and then Pedri and Ruiz joining in from midfield, rather than leaving Rodgers sitting in front of the back four at times. Well, it's good to have you all on board with us today. Big shout out to everybody who was listening with us this afternoon. Myself, Russ, Vernon, alongside Alex Peters for this game before Nicholas Jones, Paul James, and Dan Money take over for this evening's fixture between Belgium and Egypt, as the play will get restarted any second now from the hydration break, as we've had our hydration break complete, as there will be a goal kick now for Cape Verde. That was when the ball went out for the hydration break to be taken. It'll be interesting to see now, Alex, whether Spain's dominance with possession continues, or whether Cape Verde can go into this game now after the hydration break. Because Alex, when I saw like the England-Costa Rica game in England's warm-up matches, England were on top, and then the water break happened, and then Costa Rica got on top. That should be interesting to see whether Cape Verde can do the same against Spain. As is Cindy Cabral, the left back, trying to come forward with wonderful crossfield pass there to number 20 Mendes, the captain for Cape Verde, away from Cucurella, flicks over the top to the penalty from number 22 Morea, and his left is blocked by the Spain left side centre back Laporte there, and he goes out of play for the good bit of play from Cucurella as well to defend. Now there's points taken quickly as Mendes up against Cucurella. Morea's holding up Javi, he gets away from Javi, delivers a good cross into the penalty area. Cabral there brings the ball down, but Spain will look to come away with possession down there right hand side through Torres, but the header is won by Cape Verde and the bad there, and that's a good bit of defending to end the ball away, but Spain have got possession back. But Cape Verde have done well so far, kept Spain at arm's length in this after the first quarter. Let's see what the second quarter has in store for us, or the second part of the first period in this game, should we say. If we're not watching an NFL or NBA game in here, we are watching football or soccer for you Americans out there. It's Cape Verde at the back, who sends a long through Vizinha. For Spain win the ball back again through Llorente, and he finds Cabase, and he goes across to he sets back on the left hand side of the central defence in Americ Laporte. He's Georges forward there, and he will get Marco Cray in behind. Moves the ball back to Jerry on the edge of the penalty area. Shot is blocked, and Cape Verde will try and win the battle. There is Cabase, won the header well there, and now Llorente by Laporte gets it down the line. On that left hand side, here is Rodri, good bit of work for Javi on the edge of the penalty area. Back it goes to Pedri. He'll end up a strike here, Pedri. Not the moment he won't. Pleasing Marco Correa, tries to get in first time. A shot comes in from Correa this time over the top of the crossbar. Decent bit of play again from Spain, just lacking the end product in front of goal at the moment. Alex Peters.
Yeah, Russ, and it looks like the hydration break has served them well. They've came out with a bit more guile about them. You know, they're looking to take a couple more opportunities at goal, albeit not really getting too much success from them. And just going back to what you mentioned about the hydration breaks and the way we're seeing them affect teams. For instance, yesterday's game between Germany and Curacao. Curacao obviously got the equaliser just before the first hydration break, and then they also had another opportunity just beforehand. But then that gave Germany the opportunity to move Kimmich back into the CDM slot, meaning that they can no longer counter-attack, and then we all know how that ended, Germany winning 7-1. I don't think Spain would have made any tactical tweaks quite like that during the hydration break, as I think their issues are in attack and not so much with how they're playing. But yeah, Spain have definitely came out a little bit sharper from the hydration break, so they'll be looking to get that opening goal before half-time.
Yes, as Ruiz is almost in behind there, and have to deflect a ball over the top, as Spain will look to cause a number of problems. Here as the ball will now see Cape Verde come out from the back and will try and bring themselves forward. But they've nod the ball back there to the goalkeeper, and then we restart again on our right hand side with Lopez. Gets it further wide to Maria. Back to Lopez again. Goes all the way back to his goalkeeper Vizinha. And across here now to Borges. Good crossfield pass there from Borges. He gets it towards the right hand side. And Lopez, he gives the ball away this time. And Spain are coming forward. Torres. Oh, there's a ball inside the penalty area. Brilliant challenge from Cape Verde to keep him away, and he's out of play. And he will be a Cape Verde throw-in. Good piece of defending there from Cape Verde. Won the challenge against Orazabal. And then Orazabal gets back up, challenges for the ball, and sees the ball go out of play. Thinking he won inside the throw-in, but he came off the Spain striker. Cape Verde have the throw-in. Now here comes Spain, who, as the Cape Verde have given possession away. Rodri now will charge forward towards the right-hand side and towards Ruiz there. Cape Verde and Cabral will pick up possession and play towards our right-hand side for Maria. Maria will get the ball forward. This is a good bit of play here from Spain as they look to keep hold of possession and try and end this first off with a goal, or maybe at least a goal, maybe even two if we can get time to get 2 goals, because we do all know that with the hydration break there'll be at least 3 minutes added on at the end of each half due to the 3-minute hydration breaks, and plus they'll maybe added an extra minute or 2 on for like injuries or delays for restarts from throw-ins and or set pieces in this game. What have you made to the new rules in the World Cup so far, Alex? For me, should have been some good ones in the matches so far.
Yeah, I think it's been a bit of a mixed bag. You're right. I quite enjoy the ones which, look to stamp out time wasting, for instance, the 5-second rule. Same with the keepers. But my issues with it, and what has always been my issue with it, is the consistency of the implementation. How often are we seeing these rules actually be applied? And does this always happen? I think that's where you get the dispute between fans, because in one game you'll see the 5-second rule upheld and then the next you won't. So for when it works, yeah, I think it's great. The hydration breaks, fortunately, I don't think it's something which is going to stick. I don't think you're going to see a hydration break in a cold, wet night in England when the Premier League returns. So yeah, I'll be happy to see the back of that, as I feel like it does kill the momentum of the game, especially if you have a team like Cape Verde who are on the charge against Spain.
Yes, absolutely. Big shout out to Nicholas Jones as well. Says, came on there as fast as I could and I found out. Glad I found you. Thank you very much, Nick. Hopefully looking forward to presenting tonight's game for us there as well. As we watch this game in front, as now here comes Spain with the attack. The ball towards this near side for Torres. He gives the ball away and the man goes down there and remains Spain 0, Cape Verde 0, as the Cabral is the man who's gone down. Cine Cabral, the left back, who's on that yellow card, remember, for Cape Verde in this game, as we watch Spain against Cape Verde, where it's Spain 0, Cape Verde 0, 34 minutes almost on the clock in this opening match of the tournament of Group H for both of these sides. We've seen quite a few games already. Just before we go for a break, we'll remind you of the earlier scores from the matches in the FA, in the World Cup, and let you know what else has got coming up on the channel as well. We are on Instagram as well. Now we're on all social media platforms. I'll tell you where you can follow us and everything at the end of the first half as well, before me and Alex go for a break to get our rest back and recharge for the second period. As now, either coming at Spain. If you want to follow us on X, it is Commentary Live 1 and on. As Cape Verde go for a long range effort wide there from Livramento. It was from just inside his own half there, as he spotted Unai Simon off his line on the edge of the penalty area and just dragged in effort well wide in the end there Livramento, and on TikTok and Instagram, it is the commentary of 92. If you want to give us a follow on any of those platforms as well, we do post stuff out on the commentary page on those as well, and we were also going to post out on Instagram recently. We only just went over the weekend. Big shout out to Mike, who set up the Instagram account for us there, and he will control the Instagram side of things. Here comes Spain against Cape Verde. Spain 0, Cape Verde 0 in the opening match of the Group H in the World Cup. Here comes Cabasi in field. He goes to Pedri. Good ball over the top for Marco Craig in the cross goal. And that's about there. Shot comes in. Tips over the crossbar. Pedri, it was with the effort. As Bozina tips over the crossbar. It's an effort, but the flag is up. We're offside in there. Just want to see who was offside. Let's have a look at this again. Marco Craig may have just strayed offside. He headed it across the as about, and he came back out. And Pedri with the effort, which was a fantastic effort, tipped over. He didn't know he was offside there. But Alex, that was a fantastic effort from the Barcelona man.
It was, Russ, it was. He does well to sort of get his leg up that high, really, to try and get the power behind the shot. You know, it's one of the best plays that Spain have had in this first half. Still looking for that goal before half-time, because the longer this game stays 0-0, Russ, the better it is for Cape Verde.
Absolutely, Alex. And that's what Cape Verde be wanting to do. They're wanting to get to 0-0 at half-time so they can get back inside there, regroup, and get everything back out there ready for the second half and to go again. And I think the hydration break has probably helped them more than it has helped Spain. In fairness, there's a shot there from Javin Cabral, the number 7. That's Javin on back of his shirt. So he was a decent effort there in the end. But decent effort from the Spain, from the number 7, but just too high in the end. But as I said, I think he's helped Cape Verde more than it has Spain, because Cape Verde is starting to have a bit more possession and trying to get things in around. They're not having strikes or goal. Yes, Spain is still on having a lot of possession, but Cape Verde are defending quite well. Also against Spain, but also having a good go themselves. As here comes Ferran Torres now for Spain. You're entering inside to Rodri. Now Torres again into Cabasi. Cabasi now for Pedri. Pedri with the ball to his left for the ball. Back into Pedri again. Bit of a wide this time to the left hand side. And Marco Craig was a couple of yards in from the touchline. Just right about level with the edge of the penalty area on the left hand side. Ruiz goes to his right though instead to Llorente. Down the line it goes. There is Rodri on the right hand side of the penalty area. Infield to Pedri, will line up a strike from the edge of the box window. He said he's plays it forward and Marco Craig to come back and headed backwards for Spain to keep hold of possession. He's picked up now as they will look to come forward. A bit of movement here from Spain as they will look to attack forward here now. Rodri, edge of the penalty area. Chips ball in. Marco Craig is just offside. Is he back? And it's off with the crossbar anyway. And there's a ball. Tipped over. A wonderful effort. And Torres hits it against the crossbar. The other flag up against Marco Craig is onside actually this time. Brilliant headed back across goal. Torres off of the crossbar, back out. And there's about his effort tipped over. But Alex Peters, what a good piece of goalkeeping there from Rosinia.
Oh, brilliant. It just comes out. And again, the save to tip it over the bar as well was brilliant. And that are the type of acts of defending that we're going to need from this Cape Verde side if they want to keep the scoreline at 0-0, Russ.
Yes, absolutely. Spain give it to this corner. The referee, who is from Jordan, Adam McAdmet, is just speaking to the Cape Verde number 3, Borges, and also the Million, the pushing and shoving it a few moments ago. Now Spain with the corner towards the penalty and the near post, cleared away by Cape Verde. Back out to Pedri once more. Rodri now on the edge of the penalty area. Inside the penalty area goes to. The shot comes in from Ruiz who can't keep his effort down. And he just takes the swipe at it from the edge of the penalty area. Just looking at this again. And Torres offered the crossbar. That really should have been 1-0 to Spain there. But then a fantastic save following up from Arazabal's header. Sees Cape Verde still in this game as we've gone in towards the final 5 minutes of the first half. If you're tuning in for the first time today, thank you for doing so. It's Spain 0, Cape Verde 0 here on the commentary hub. We're also bringing you the later game between Belgium and Egypt at 8 p.m. UK time this evening as we bring you more World Cup action today, and we'll bring you more World Cup action throughout the remainder of the tournament as well. Cucurella can't keep the ball in play over on that far side, and it remains Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. If you're just tuning into us this afternoon, thank you very much for choosing us as your commentary partners. Here comes for the World Cup, Rodri now to the edge of the penalty area. Good ball towards that far side, in towards Russ, who can't get that. Now here comes Cape Verde, and they're charging over halfway. And he's got Llorente through the middle, which goes to the right. And here's number 15, Durant. Gets into the penalty area, goes down on the challenge of Marco Correa. But nothing really into that for a foul to be given. Correa just left his caught him as he was trying to run away, as he tried to skip by him. And it remains 0-0 between Spain and Cape Verde. And so far, this could be my first 0-0 on the channel for quite a while in this game. Hopefully, we have some goals in the second half, or before the half-time whistle goes in around about 3 minutes or so's time in this game. As we'll see Spain coming forward again here now with Mary Laporte from Rodri's pass. Infield to Pedro, who's on his right-hand side. They're just going to skip away. Ruth now with possession. Wide to Llorente. Arazabal with possession for Cabase. Towards our left and Rodri now. Further left is Marco Correa. Edge of the penalty area on that left-hand side. Back he goes now to Rodri. Good bit of movement here as Spain will look to keep hold of possession. Laporte midway inside. Cape Verde off. Trojans towards the penalty area. But goes wide to Rodri, into Pedri now, who charges towards the penalty area. Edge of the box is Torres. Back to Pedri again. Pedri may just straight offside. He had done. And the flag has gone up there into the final 20 of this first half. It's Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. A good piece of defending yet again from Cape Verde to catch Vernon Torres offside there, Alex.
Yeah, brilliant from Cape Verde. They've stuck to the game plan this half. They've done exactly what they needed to do, Russ. Make sure that they're going in to the half-time with the score being 0-0, and it will be a sensational half of Babistas, man.
Indeed it will, Alex. And you can see there Spain, some of the bench for Spain, all that effort was in when Torres hits against the crossbar, and then Arazabal with the header, which was tipped away. And now it's Cape Verde charging forward. There's a man down for Spain as well. Here's Sidney. Sidney with the ball in towards the penalty area. There's too much on that from Sidney Cabral, the number 13 for Cape Verde, as we go into the final 60 seconds of this first half. Be interesting to see what happens at the end. How many minutes will be added on? We'll know there's going to be at least 3 minutes which will be added on at the end of this first period. But will there be any more added on in the game today? We've got Spain 0, Cape Verde 0 so far in Group H from the World Cup. If you're just tuning into us, Marco Correa, low centre ball in. He breaks for Ferran Torres. Save again from Vizinha. And Vizinha is saving with a fantastic save there. Good effort. And Ferran Torres gassed down well there to make the save, and it remains from Ferran Torres' effort. Vizinha gets down to make the save, but here comes Spain again. Alex just thoughts on that effort in a few moments as the ball is in towards the penalty area. Put behind, and it will be a goal kick to Cape Verde. Came off Pedro last, but Torres a few minutes ago forcing Vizinha into a save, and that was a fantastic stop from the goalkeeper there. So we're into 4 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first period.
I think Vizinha will be wanting shots like that at him all day if that's the case. Ferran Torres just needs to place it further into the corner, but at the end of the day, it was comfortable for the keeper.
Yes, very comfortable indeed. Spain 0, Cape Verde 0 as Cucurella finds Fabian Ruiz looking to look forward. Cabase over halfway on the right hand side. He goes to the very wide right on the touchline for the number 7, Torres. And here comes Laporte from just inside the centre circle, over halfway now, and plays it forward. Gets it back inside the centre circle, just Laporte. Now Mary Laporte will look up here. And will he go to the right? He does to Cabase. Will he go further right to Llorente, who's in space? But to the moment he won't. He goes back to Laporte, just in front of the centre circle on that left-hand side. Further left is Rodri. Cucurella now has it. Level with the penalty area. We played a minute of the 4, which has been added on at the end of this first period. Wonderful ball towards the far side. Just ball chipped in towards the back post, and it's just cleared away from Cape Verde. Good piece of defending there from Borges, back helping out his defence there, and he wins and he concedes a corner. But good piece of defending again from Borges. Bad there, Alex, to keep Spain out.
Yeah, he's had a good half alongside the rest of the defensive line for Cape Verde there. And it will just be more of the same going into the second half. They'll know they'll have different substitutes to face up against, and Spain will be looking to be more direct. But this would have been a dream half for Cape Verde if you asked them what they would have wanted at the start of the game.
Yes, as from that corner kick, which has just been taken, and Mary Laporte rose the ice and tipped it away, was from Vizinha again, who's forced into another save. And that's a good, fantastic fingertip save. He didn't really need to make that save, as it was really bounced wide from Laporte's setter. With another Spain corner this time. It was a penalty cleared away by Cape Verde this time. And we can try and break if we can get this right, but we can't. We could create push it out for a throw in. But Vizinha with another fantastic stop there, Alex.
Yeah, he's made a few this half, and he'll be happy with that. You know, he's not been tested to the extent where he's shouting at his back line to do their job, but when called upon, he's done well, just to, you know, have that calmness in the back line, which is definitely what Cape Verde will be wanting.
Yes, as here comes Spain in possession with Marcus Llorente into the final 60 seconds of the first period, where it is still goalless between Spain and Cape Verde. Marco Correa will look to bring this ball forward. Good movements here from Spain again. Marcus Llorente inside the penalty, chip ball in towards the back post. As it down towards back across, score and leg, run behind for a goal kick to Cape Verde. The Cape Verde defence was told by Vizinha in Borges and Cindy Cabral to leave it. And that's what they did as they had to come back across goal from Fabian Ruiz. They came in round the back and they just left it to go behind for the goal kick. And we're into the final 10 seconds of this first half. The half-time whistle will be going any second now, as Vizinha will tear this goal kick after just having a quick drink. There's another, as the ball falls out, half-time whistle will be going any second now. And it's just this second blown as it's 0-0 out of the break between Spain and Cape Verde in the Group H encounter. Here on the commentary, Russ, Vernon guiding you through the action there. You can see the match stats on the screen for you in front of us right now. We'll just read you those match stats and then get the thoughts of Alex before we go. 0.85 expected goals for Spain, 0.04 for Cape Verde, 70% possession for Spain to 30 for Cape Verde, 11 shots to 3 in favour of Spain, 4 on target, none for Cape Verde, and Cape Verde with the only yellow card of the game so far at the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Atalanta. So it's half time is Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. Alex Peters, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, the score might be equal, Russ, but I feel like Cape Verde will be going into the change room feeling like they've won that half. Not many people would have had 0-0. We were all expecting a Spanish rout here, but Cape Verde, they defended well, where Spain, they've just not been imaginative enough. There's been no creativity in that attack, and that will happen when you're missing players such as Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams. But in terms of chances, I'd have to say that Irazabal had the best chance, probably around the 40th minute mark, where he just managed to get his leg up and get a shot at goal. It was tipped over the crossbar by Vizinha, who has had a great half. He's made a few Spains, and there's been a couple other opportunities towards the end from Ferran Torres and Laporte, who had a header just wide. But yeah, Spain have been frustrated in this first half, whereas I feel like Cape Verde will be jubilated with how things are going.
Yeah, so it's half time then in our first match of the day, as we've got Belgium against Egypt to come later. At half time, it is Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. Join us in around about 15 minutes for the start of the second half. Welcome back to the commentators' coverage of Spain against Cape Verde in the World Cup Group H encounter. The Cape Verde players are just coming out onto the pitch for the start of the second half from the tunnel, just away to our left hand, to our right hand side from where we are sitting today, as the Cape Verde goalkeeper comes across to the bench just to get a quick bit of hydration before the second half gets started. A quick change of his hydration bottle as we almost get ready for the second half to get underway any second now. Looks like there's no changes at the start of the second half to either one of these two sides as we watch this game unfold today. We'll run you through the sides again in just a second once we do get back underway as the start of the second period in very, very shortly, where it is Spain against Cape Verde. It will be Spain to kick us off, attacking the goal away to my left hand side in the second period, and the whistle from the referee goes any second now. We're now back underway for the start of the second half, as here comes Spain with possession through Rodri, gets it to Marco Correa. Looks like neither side have made any changes as it stands right now, so we through the two sides again in a couple of moments' time. Paul gets it across there to Cabarsi, further wide right there to Ferran Torres. Back he goes again here as he remains Spain 0, Cape Verde 0 in the World Cup Group H encounter. Marco Correa gets the ball infield to Laporte, and now Cabarsi back to Laporte on this left hand side, coming out from the back. The ball will look forward. The ball infield. It goes now to Rodri. He spreads the ball wide there to the number 22 to the number 5 Llorente, should I say, for Spain, as then will come forward. And now Laporte has possession. Still 0-0 if you're just joining us, as the easier side for Spain in the second half. Simon starts between the sticks. Correa, Laporte, Cabarsi and Llorente cross back from left to right. Rodriguez in front of the back four. Then Ruiz and Pedri in front of him. And then Javier, Oyarzabal and Torres lead the line for Spain in the 4-1-2-3 formation. The ball's in towards the penalty area, and that is claimed by Mazina inside the Cape Verde goal there, as the ball in looking for Gareth was unable to pick him out. Mazina starts between the sticks for Cape Verde today. It's a back four for them of Sidney Cubal, Borges, Lopez and Moreira. Pina in front of the back four. Then Moriente Duarte plays just behind Jovan Cubal, Livramento and the captain Ryan Mendes in a 4-1-2-3 formation. So both sides are matching up in with each other in this game, and this is going to be why it's still 0-0. Go for also Alex, if he thinks that's the reason why, and what Spain need to do more of in the second half to break down Cape Verde is Pedri has possession. The ball infield to Cabarsi, wide to that right hand side, and Llorente will take a touch now and go back to Cabarsi. Now Laporte to edge of the penalty area to Pedri now on the left from Garrett. Pedri takes on his man, chips the ball into his penalty, flicked across. Will he come back out here now? He will. Ball will be kept in and kept alive. Ball in towards the penalty area, just over the top of the crossbar from a long range effort there, but it remains 0-0 between the two sides. A good start to the second half here, Alex.
Yeah, thanks, Russ. It was a better start here, but it's a similar fashion to what Spain were doing in the first half. These shots from out wide, albeit this one was a little bit more closer than the couple efforts they've already had. And yeah, Spain, I think they're going to need to make some substitutions, if I'm honest, Russ. If they're wanting to change the narrative of this game, I think some attacking backup will be good. I'm looking at their bench now. Obviously, you have Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, and Victor Munoz. they have all come into this game with injuries. And would De La Fuente want to risk them against this Cape Verde side? I don't know. So I would possibly be looking to bring on players such as Dani Olmo and Alex Baena.
Yes, and can Spain score without needing to go to their bench? Not like that is Cape Verde come away with possession, but Spain have won the ball back, winning their brilliant piece of defending from Cabase, the right side of the centre back, coming to midfield on the left of the midfield to win the ball back for Spain. Here's Rodri. Now he has dropped deep. He's in the midfield with Marco Correa as the left-sided forward, as he looks right now, with Pedri on this left wing position. Here is Laporte to Correa. Now Pedri. Pedri chips the ball in towards the penalty area. Arazabal's there. Can't get a strike and a goal. Ruiz was in there too. Good piece of defensive work there as the ball is chested away by Cape Verde. Now they will try and come away with possession of the ball over the top, looking for the run of Livramento. Just gone in offside position as that ball came in. We're just looking at that big play again from Spain in the penalty area from Arazabal. Watered down well. We couldn't get it striking on goal. Now straight out to that far side for Spain as they will look to come forward. With possession, it goes down on the edge of the box. The referee looks and waves away the claims for a free kick for Spain. Livramento gets it out enough for Cape Verde to keep all of possession momentarily though as Spain win the ball back. And he's now with his chance from the edge of the penalty and a shot just over the top again from Fabian Ruiz, who can't keep his effort down. Ruiz has had plenty of chances like that this season and for his club side, Paris Saint-Germain. We can't keep his effort down on that occasion, and he remains 0-0. But good piece of play as they look to get forward there. But Spain again causing a lot of problems, just like he was in the start of the first half, up until that hydration break.
Yeah, that's a couple efforts now for Fabian Ruiz. I'm just interested in the way that Spain have come out in this second half, Russ. You can see that they're trying to overload that Cape Verde back line. You're seeing Cucurella pushed higher. Gabi's gone a bit more central. And Spain are looking just to overload and overpower this Cape Verde defence, but they're holding strong.
They are indeed, as here comes Spain again. Pedri down the right-hand side, chip the ball into the penalty area. Mazina just dropped the ball but then managed to claim it to the second attempt, and it remains 0-0 between Spain and Cape Verde here on the commentary up. And Nick says he has to agree with Alex there and WWT Bam says Cape Verde goalkeeper is impressing me, and I've got to agree with that as well. He's impressing me as well, Alex. What have you made to Mazina inside the Cape Verde goals so far?
Fully agree with what's being said about everyone singing his praises. You know, it's the spotlight was always going to be on him when they were coming up against a side like Spain, but he's done well. He's held his own in this instance. You know, he's managed to make 4 saves already so far this game, and for as long as this scoreline stays 0-0, he's a strong contender for man of the match in my opinion.
Yes, WWT Bam, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do me a massive favour. Please hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so. It's just down below on this video. Please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button as well. And also, when you hit the subscribe button, please make sure you hit the notification bell to get notified every time we go live. As he's a Razabal! So, put off his line from a tight Van goes and putting the ball wide. And WWT Bam says he's thinking Spain will win. Or they're thinking, I don't know if it's a male or female, they're thinking Spain are going to win by 2-1. But Razabal there, going close, so the keep off his line, but way wide in the end with that effort. From the tightest of angles, would have been spectacular to beat the goalkeeper from there. We went in the wrong side of the post from Spain's liking, and the correct side of the post from Cape Verde. But the Spain had pinned Cape Verde into the back, trying to cause them a number of problems. But Cape Verde, so far, standing tall, standing strong, and standing brilliantly against this Spain side.
Definitely, Russ. A keeper there, if he had conceded, it would have been a common case of the commentator's curse there. But fortunately, yeah, the shot went wide. I think Orazabal and Torres, if they're going to get anything out of the players they have on the pitch currently, Spain, I think those are the two players who are going to do something special.
Yes, absolutely. Big thank you to WWT. Bamo says, I'm already subscribed. Thank you very much, my friend. Could you please share out the channel to your friends, to your family members, and get them to subscribe as well? And even or next time you're down at the shop or in town or your local boozers, if you do well drinking, that is, if you not of that legal age, make sure you spread the word through us wherever you go and get more people tuned into our commentaries, as we'll be bringing you as many as we can on the World Cup, as the bowling from the right hand side from Torres was too near the goalkeeper there. It remains Spain, no Cape Verde. And big thank you for WWT. Bamo says he will spread the word for us as well. Thank you very much, my friend. We are looking to grow the channel so we can bring you many more commentaries such as this one and the one later tonight between Belgium and Egypt. As the ball has just been put out of play here for the throw to Spain, as the Cape Verde player Cabal, the number 7, down here on the went down, so Cape Verde put the ball out of play for Jovan Cabral to receive some treatment. But Conte stayed on. He's been told to go off, and the medical staff is running round to the other side to go and treat him while he's off there. And Cape Verde, man down, and trying to come forward with possession and almost getting in behind the Cape Verde, getting behind the Spain defence there. Was Unai Simon read the danger well and come out to make the claim. And big thank you to everybody who have tuned in and subscribed already. If it's your first time here today, please hit the like button on this stream as well. It does go a long way for helping us if you can do that. And that is also free to do. As opposing towards the penalty, flick towards goal, and another save from the Cape Verde goalkeeper, Messina, this time to deny Javi with the header inside the penalty area, and he had to force the goalkeeper into a small stop. There is the Messina again, who can clear the ball away downfield, and he will be Laporte to tidy up in the back there. And if you're tuned in today for the first time, we do appreciate that, and thank you very much here. 0.04 actually for Cape Verde. Wow, yes. And Virginia save count 5. Yes, I thought he made around about 5 saves, the Cape Verde goalkeeper. Thank you for that, WWT Bam. If you're new here, thank you very much for choosing us as your commentary partner, and it's very much appreciated to have you with us today. I'm not sure if you're one of my friends who I shared the link out to over the weekend, but if you are, thank you very much for doing so. No, shout out to my friend Alfie and Shan over the weekend. Make sure many of you two are tuned in, please do let us know. And Alfie, if you can share it out, if you're in and listening, share it out to Loza, Seb and Faye, so they can have a listen to me as well, and also Liv as well, please. As a shot comes in from distance there from Spain, just over the top of the bar from Merrick Laporte. From distance, the central defender up from the back, and about 25 yards out, finds a decent effort just over the top of the crossbar and into the crowd behind that goal at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which is housed with some Spain fans behind that goal there, as the number 17 Semedo and number 14 Duarte are about to come on here for Cape Verde very, very shortly. So it'll be interesting to see who comes off. So it's only one of the Semedos coming on at the moment, which is Willie Semedo, opposing towards the penalty area. Borges just cleared it away and behind for a corner kick to Spain. 58 minutes on the clock. It remains Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. As we see a Mexican wave going around the stadium. And you know what that normally means, Alex? That the game's been boring, but it's been far from boring for me. I think even though it's new, I've enjoyed it so far, Alex.
Yeah, me too, Russ. It's one of those games which you'd consider more for the football purist than you would the general population. But what's been most interesting about this game is the way that Cape Verde have defended doggedly. Kind of a stark contrast to Curacao, who conceded 7 yesterday. The fact that Cape Verde have got to the 60-minute mark with the score still 0-0, I think that's remarkable, Russ.
It is, yes, absolutely. Considering Spain are probably one of the favourites to win the tournament as well, Alex, and the European champions. So we've got to say, Cape Verde have done their own work and set out the game plan perfectly so far. Spain, I hope he's all going to be commentators. So here comes Spain down the right hand side, ball towards the penalty, and Virginia yet again comes out and makes another claim, and I believe that is save number 6 for the Cape Verde goalkeeper with that claim there. But Cape Verde goalkeeper Virginia has kept his side in this game, considering the amount of chances that Spain have had in this match so far. Ball over the top here now to the number 20, Mendes, who cuts the infield away from Garrett, and he goes down. No free kick given. He's wanting a foul there. The referee has waved play on, and now Ferran Torres is away. But good piece of defending from Borges, and he almost prevented it from going out for a corner. Just couldn't do that. He just went out the wrong side of the line for what he would have wanted there. As that is one of the players we mentioned earlier, Alex, on the bench, who's been struggling with injury in this game, Lamine Yamal, warming up there. But there's a triple substitution here now for Cape Verde. Coming off his number 7, Cabral. Jovin Cabral will come off for Cape Verde. Also coming off his number 15, Durate. And also coming off is number 19, Livramento. So Durate, Cabral and Livramento are off. Coming on in their places are Durate, Diwa Durante, Willis Semedo and Nuno da Costa coming up for Cape Verde now. And the players who have just come off straight to having a drink inside the dugout. And that's a good punch clear from that corner kick for Spain by the goalkeeper, Virginia, who comes out again to claim the ball, which was put back into the penalty area. But just speak to me, Alex, about Livramento. How well do you think he's going to put when Cape Verde got the ball up against this Spain backline today?
Yeah, I think he's been limited with what he could do in terms of striker play and attacking play. Obviously, when you're coming up against the Spain side, you expect them to have a lot of the ball. So the role of a striker in that instance, when you're playing for a team who's going up against a team such as Spain, is you just got to chase down. You got to be the leader of the line. You got to press the defenders, the centre-backs. You got to be waiting for those opportunities. And with the score still being 0-0, I would say that's a job well done, Russ.
It is a job well done, as Marco Correa just keeps the ball in playing there for Spain on this left-hand side. Rodri's there well. Into Pedro, skips away from 2 challengers. And then it will be cleared away. Here now as Mendes is bad there doing some defending, and he plays it off of Pedro there. And he's had a play for a throw-in to Cape Verde. 62 minutes on the clock. And you've got to say that Cape Verde, out of the 2 managers, we've got to say Babista would be the happier of the 2 managers rather than the Spain manager Luis Del Fuente. Alex, you'd have to say he would be the happier of the 2, wouldn't you?
Oh, definitely. I think going into this game, the expectations for Cape Verde were if they keep it to a single-figure scoreline, then that would be a success. And, the fact they've got to this stage of the game, they're still in it. Spain, as I've mentioned, they've just been no imagination there, no creativity. Yes, they've had a couple chances here and there, but they've either been tame efforts or efforts out wide or headers going wide. For the saves that Virginia's make, he's not really been tested too much, I would say, Russ.
No, and I'd have to agree with that. Just Spain will try and come forward now and try and create a first meaningful test on this Cape Verde goals. Marco crazy inside the penalty on the back post. Goes a ball across from the left-hand side of the penalty area. As the ball came in from the right-hand side to him. There's number 21 there, Nuno da Costa. But Marco Correa gets back to defend against him. Still 0-0 here if you only just joined us, 63 minutes on the clock. And I've got to say that this game has been fantastic to watch. And you've got to say that Spain have caused a number of problems in terms of chances, but with possession around box, causing a number of problems, trying to pull players out to create the space, to create the goals, which is not opened up for them yet as the ball is played through and it goes out of play for a goal kick there to Cape Verde again. And if you're just tuning into us and not seen any of the other scores from earlier on today, one score to tell you about was that Tunisia lost 5-1 to Sweden. Graham Potter and his Sweden side off and running, and both Arsenal striker Victor Gyökeres and Liverpool man Alexander Isak off and running at this World Cup, as well as the man down here for Spain who not missing much in terms of action on the floor. Ivory Coast with a late win through Diallo, Ahmed Diallo of Manchester United. Ayari with 2, Isak, Gyökeres and Svanberg for Sweden, Rekic for Tunisia. And following that 5-1 defeat to Sweden earlier, the commentary understands that former Nottingham Forest manager Sabri Lamouche, who's the head coach of Tunisia, has been sacked by Tunisia following that 5-1 defeat to Sweden in the World Cup today. Yesterday's game, which we didn't cover, finished Netherlands 2, Japan 2 in that game as well, and Australia 2, Turkey 0 in the games that we didn't cover yesterday for those who are listening. And this is our first game of today. We've got another one coming up after us. Belgium against Egypt comes up at 8 o'clock, when I will be switching to the producer role for that one, where we've got Nicholas Jones, Paul James and Dan Money providing commentary on that game for us this evening. Make sure you tune in to that one there if you're wanting to hear more World Cup coverage here on the commentary. And for the games that we don't cover, make sure you tune in to your station that you normally listen to football on when we're not on air, to hear coverage of the matches over there. Or just watch it on your TVs if you can get them there, if you're not busy working or off to bed at the times they're on in the UK. So here's Marco Correa. Down the line it goes, and to Gavi, who keeps all the possession. Now Rodri. Gavi again. Rodri again, midway inside the Cape Verde half. And Cabassi on that right hand side towards Fabian Ruiz to Llorente, back to Ruiz again. And now here is Marcus American Laporte, almost a Marcus Llorente to Laporte there, but it was Laporte. Here's Cucurella now, who will to get the ball into the penalty area. Will he know? He goes backwards. And Spain just keeping possession and trying to work an opening, and Cape Verde not giving them space to work an opening in. As now here comes Ruiz towards Marcus Llorente. Good piece of play here from Spain. Llorente gets it back towards the penalty area, giving the ball away. Llorente gets it back inside the penalty area, then loses it again. And that is number 13, Sidney Cabral, who defends well. And he pushed it out for a corner in the end, but he did well to defend initially to keep Spain out at arm's length there. And I don't know about you, Alex, but so far I have not missed a single kick in this World Cup. I have seen every single match so far in this World Cup tournament.
That is amazing, Russ. I applaud the effort, because I know it's not been easy watching every single minute of this game. I found that when I was trying to watch Australia and Turkey after 3 games on Saturday night. But I really do applaud it. Do you think you'll go the entire way?
Oh, but I won't watch everything. I'll watch the games and win the clash. If there's any games, the final round of group games, if there's any games clashing where we're covering one on the channel, I'll watch the other one afterwards or during the next day, so I can watch them all. And if we're having another hydration break here now with the goalkeeper Vizinha down here, and I did notice before the hydration break did happen and the goalkeeper Vizinha go down, and he looks like he's going to come on following this hydration break, and we will be seeing him today, Alex. Lamine Yamal is about to come on for Spain.
Wow. That's a big call by De La Fuente to bring him into this fixture. His fitness was obviously going to come into question, but Lamine Yamal, who's not made an appearance since he scored that penalty on April 22nd where he injured his hamstring, now back into the World Cup. It's going to be interesting to see if he can change the narrative here, Russ.
Yes, it will indeed, and later on, it's not unable to bring you this game, but later on tonight, we will see Uruguay kick off their campaign in Group H against Saudi Arabia this evening. That kicks off at 11 o'clock UK time. Belgium against Egypt is at 8 o'clock. That's our next live game on the channel. And at 2 a.m. is Iran against New Zealand. And what about this for a statistic, Alex? On this day, 8 years ago, Marcelo Bielsa, who's going to take charge of Uruguay in the World Cup today, in 2018, he was appointed the Leeds United manager for the first, where he had 2 seasons and then left during his third. He was appointed for his first season as Leeds United manager on this day in 2018, Marcelo Bielsa, and he's back on our TVs tonight taking on Uruguay. What a statistic that is.
What a statistic. You've always got the statistics, don't you, Russ? Bielsa and Uruguay. It's going to be interesting to see how they do, but football has a funny way of coincidentally having 2 events mar each other like that. Just yesterday, we saw Van Dijk score his header against Japan, and they had mentioned how 12 years ago to the day, Robin van Persie also scored that header against Spain. So, like we say, football has a funny way of having coincidences just like that.
Yes, and there's going to be a double change here for Spain as Mikel Moreno for Arsenal. And Arsenal is going to come on and he's going to replace Fabian Ruiz, the number 8 for Spain. And also, let's see what looks like he's going to be Gareth, the number 9, who will be coming off to replace by Lamine Yamal. And it is Gareth to replace Lamine Yamal. To be replaced by Lamine Yamal. And Gavi has done well, but he's not really had enough joy down that left-hand side because of the Cape Verde defence, Alex.
Yeah, excellent player. So great to see him back in the Spain shirt, especially with the injuries that he's had. But he's not playing in a position that he would consider his best, unfortunately. But now you're getting arguably the best left winger in the world come out into that position. Albeit he's coming back from injury, but I'm hoping for a bit more excitement in these last 20-plus minutes, Russ.
Yes, it looks as though, from what I can see here, Alex, he's gone out to the right-hand side and Vernon has come across to this left-hand side. So it looks like he's put him on the right-hand side to cut in all against this Cape Verde side rather than directly attack them, which could be a problem as he comes forward now. I mean, Yamal, good bit of play. It goes there to Moreno. Further wide from Pedri to Cucurella, back to Pedri again, who's just lost out there, but good bit of play from Yamal when he first came on to get involved with the footwork there and get involved with the game straight away. As Mikel Moreno on as well, and Moreno, the Premier League winner with Arsenal. This is his 44th cap for Spain, Mikel Moreno. While Lamine Yamal is his 26th cap for Spain, and he's currently got 6 goals as Lamine Yamal, the Barcelona man. And Alex mentioned I've played since April and back in the action today at a World Cup stage where people will be looking to see what he can do and what he can bring as one of the best young talents out on the world stage in America in the Atlanta Stadium tonight and the Mercedes-Benz Arenas. Here comes Yamal again, wonderful ball into Llorente across, and Moreno with the shot, saved by the goalkeeper. But Yamal, first involvement inside near the penalty area, sets up a chance by Llorente for fellow substitute Moreno, and that's another good save from Mazinha to keep Spain out.
It is. It's another one to add to his impressive collection already today, and that is what Spain have been missing, that directness, that player coming off the wing, and that's just what Lamine Yamal offers. He offers that opportunity, and Moreno unlucky to get his shot away there, but still, that's more promising for Spain, Russ.
Yes, more promising, and they can come forward again here now, Spain, if they can work this round. Moreno was dispossessed, but Spain still got possession with Yamal now in field And now Rodri has possession, chips the ball towards his left-hand side, looking for Mark Correa, gets there and win the header back down for Laporte. Into Pedri now. Back to Laporte again. Will he line up a strike? No, he gives the ball into the penalty area. Cape Verde clear the ball away. And Cape Verde doing what they've done all evening and suffocate that space for Spain as they try and get the ball over top to the Mal. Lamine Yamal inside the penalty area. Brings it down outside and back to Marcus Llorente. Rodri now has possession. Pedri edge of the box. Twisting, turning. Pedri goes down. No penalty. And Cape Verde will clear. Peels through a penalty there. Still going on is the shouts for penalties. The referee waves it away, but Spain, while they're still appealing, some of the players still appealing, some of them are getting on with the game as well. Here's Rodri though, one of them was getting on with the game. Well, for Ferran Torres, whose shot is blocked, another piece of brilliant defending there. Now, Cape Verde will try and come away, but a poor touch has let them down, and Spain get the ball back. But Cape Verde, yet again, Alex, good piece of defending.
Yeah, how many times have we said that today, Russ? You know, I don't think there was much in that challenge, to be fair. I think Spain are in the type of situation now where any sort of penalty appeal they will be claiming for. But Cape Verde, once again, as we've mentioned, they're standing tall, they're defending doggedly, and they are deserving of this draw if it stays the same.
Yes, there's another change now for Cape Verde, which we'll see. Sidney Cabral come off. And Sidney Cabral will make way if the force for Cape Verde, as he was the one who appeared to have fouled Pedri there. And on in his place comes the midfielder, Iñao Paulo. Cape Verde with one change left of this game, as you can make 5 subs in the game. And Alex, in around about 5 so minutes time, you will have to, via the private chat, send in your player of the match player to Paul so you can get that sorted. Put on the screen when we announce it just before the end of our coverage today. Here comes Lamine Yamal for Spain, as he will look to come forward. Ball that chipped into the penalty area, looking for Razabal on the back post. Will get Verde, clear the ball away. Here's Rodri now, who will look to come forward. A bit of movement here now, Marco Correa. A bit of movement here now, a bit of play. And Mary Laporte just holding up the player well. And as he lost down, then here come Cape Verde. They will try and break, but they've given the ball away. Pedri will try to break while the ball was out of position, but the poor ball is well that player down. Ferran Torres now inside the penalty area. And the ball was there and cleared away from Marco Correa. And it's playing so well today. Fantastic piece of footwork here now. Here's Correa. Good ball into Pedri now. Pedri will look up. Sends the ball forward towards that side, and now here they come again. Wonderful bit of play. Llorente pulls the ball back. Ferran Torres is in there. Comes back to Pedri, whose shot is blocked again. Cape Verde standing tall, standing firm against the Spanish outfit, as Mary Laporte has possession. Good work. Here now, Pedri. Good movement. Here now, as Spain will look to keep all of possession. Can they come forward here now, as Laporte has it? Infield it goes well. Marco Correa gives the ball away. And Spain will try and keep Cape Verde pending at the back. Correa won the ball back. And he goes down. The advantage is played as Spain still have possession. And Mary Laporte just keeps it moving for Spain to Pedri now. Pedri displays the ball across the right hand side for Llorente. Bit of a wide right for the Yamal. Lamine Yamal goes one way, then the other, just the young Barcelona man. Still going. Breaks for Razabal inside the penalty, and the ball is put behind for a corner to Spain here now. And Spain are looking good and looking confident to try and get a late winner here, like Ivory Coast. There's going to be another substitution here for Cape Verde, which will see the number 10 come off for Cape Verde, which is Moriento, to be replaced by Telmo Okanjo to come up. And Moriento has done well in the attacking third for Cape Verde today, caused Spain a number of problems when Spain have got forward down that side as the ball's into penalty area, punched away. And he's ended up in the way towards penalty, flicked away. Can Cape Verde defend well? They ordering at the moment, defending resolutely. Ball back in, cleared away again from Cape Verde as Spain look to keep them pending at the back as they've got a throw in a good position here. And it's good play this. And Spain causing Cape Verde a number of problems. But Cape Verde are defending well and standing up to those problems. 0-0 is a scoreline. This could be the first 0-0 of the tournament as well. I wonder if it's going to be. And if it is, I wish I could pass this game on to somebody else to do. Here's Walker Clare though.
Still managed to enjoy it with that being said, though, haven't we, Russ?
We have Alex, yes. Career has it again. Infield to the Barca. Further wide to Llorente Mal. Ranasat. Romania Mal's there. The Mal dribbles crossing towards the penalty area. Played away. Cabarsi finds Cucurella once more. And here they come against Spain. Pedri. Balling towards Jamal. Jamal's inside the back post. And he's going to get the ball in play. And when he's at a corner, he has, I believe, it's a corner to kick to Spain. Let's have a look at this. Is this going to be a corner? I think he's going to corner, but you know it should be a goal kick because Danny Almo is coming on here now for Spain to be, and coming off is Ferran Torres. So Olmo on, Torres off. There, and Ferran Torres has done well for Spain. Just to add the joy down that side. We'll give you the player of the match very shortly. That's ready to go, but we'll give you that. We've got about 5 minutes to go, unless we get late drama in this game, and then we'll do it after the final whistle. But if you're tuning into us right now, it is Spain 0, Cape Verde 0. 9 minutes to go in this match. On the commentary up, could be looking for the first scoreless draw in this tournament. Spain 21 attempts at goal, 6 on target. Cape Verde's 3 attempts at goal and none on target. What a masterclass in defending Cape Verde have put out in there today. As the Mal loses out and Borges win gives away a throw-in. Well, Spain will be looking to get a goal here to win this game. Rodri, can he try and architect that bit of magic for Spain? Llorente finds Yamal. We'll be looking to do that. Yamal, flicked on by Moreno, and Marco Clare was there, headed down, and then Olmo was sliding in to try and get there with the back in on the goalkeeper as well. And Vizinha yet again keeps Cape Verde in this game as Olmo come running towards him and he just pounced on it again there. But good piece of defending from Cape Verde and good goalkeeping again. And Cape Verde, could they shock the world here and get the opening goal of in this game in Group H? Free kick to Cape Verde. Del Paulo is the one who's gone down over there. He's holding his face. Looks like he's got a finger in the eye over there. It may have been by Yamal, but accidentally. It's enough booking for the Barcelona youngster. Here comes Cape Verde again. Can they get to win it late on? His ball's flipped over the top. And there's Unai Simon coming out to claim. And he's just telling the team to calm down. And that's what we need to do. We need to be calm, not try and rush things. I think at times today, Alex, I don't know what you think, but I think at times today, Spain have tried rushing things and tried to rush the final pass and get the shot off quickly rather than taking the time it's out in the final third. We'll come back to that moment in a moment. Spain will just on the attack right now. Reporting to Kabasi. And he's across there to Rod, to Pedri now. Llorente, foul to Yamal, back to Pedri. To Barcelona men combine. Marcus Llorente again there. And Yamal was there too. Llorente just pushed the ball out of the play. But do you think Spain are trying to rush things in the final third? And that's why they've not been able to take any of the chances today, Alex?
Yeah, I agree with that assessment, Russ. I think the frustration has kind of borne this rush in, as you've seen them take shots from range, kind of rush chances when getting into the area. And it's tough in a game where you're expected to dominate and you're expected to completely brush aside your opposition. When they got to half-time and the scoreline was 0-0, you could sense some frustration. They came out in the second half, started well, but Cape Verde have been better. They've been more resolute. They've defended for their lives. And as the 90 minutes fast approaches, Cape Verde will be hoping and wishing for one opportunity to potentially win this.
Yes, Rodri will be hoping to take that away from them as he tries to pick out Yamal over on that far side. He's headed away for a throw-in to Spain as they've gone away quickly. Here is Rodri now. He's looking to, will he go out wide left to Cucurella? He will. Let's send the penalty area. Low cross in just behind Olmo. Rodri with a shot and drags it wide. And Rodri's he's not known for his goal scoring prowess. Wasn't known for it to Manchester City, but he had to go from this as he took the initiative on there. And it was a decent effort and just dragged it wide in the end. And you've got to say, he rushed that again and got it all wrong, did Rodri. Even though I did say he's not known for his goal scoring prowess. But that's what you do if you rush things. You're just going to hit it like you can't take a shot on. Like that. Here comes now Spain to try and come forward with the move. Here now is Rodri. Can he inspire Spain to a last minute winner against a resolute Cape Verde and break their hearts? Well, the Cape Verde fans who are inside this Mercedes-Benz Stadium are loving life at the moment. They're enjoying seeing their team hold Spain to a goalless draw as it stands. We approach the final 4 minutes of stoppage of normal time before we head into stoppage time, where we'll have at least 3 minutes again due to the hydration break. And here is Yamal, which is effort is closed down. First experience since April for the Barcelona youngster. Rodri heads the ball away and gives the ball away. And now Cape Verde will try and charge up over halfway. But Marcus Llorente managed to get back there and defend well in this game as we approach the final section. Nico Williams, the number 17 for Spain, comes on to the field, and coming off is the captain Rodri. So Rodri is being replaced by Williams here now. So the Spain skipper comes off of the field. He has done well though, Rodri, in that midfield there, but his night is over, and it'll be interesting to see what Nico Williams can do here now, Alex, to get Spain the winner, if he can inspire them to get the winner in this game.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we've seen both Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal used off of the bench, but I don't think Luis de la Fuente envisioned Spain drawing 0-0 at the 87th minute here. So desperate times, desperate measures, Russ.
Yeah, Olmo picks up possession and finds Mikel Moreno. Yamal over on that far side, and he plays the ball towards Olmo. Almost there. That's the ball! Deflected wide, corner kick to Spain, incoming. A wonderful bit of play again. Fantastic ball into the penalty area, brought down well. And another ball short, deflects right through a corner. Fantastic effort there. As Media Radio Jingles and Gaming is on, says, good evening, commentary of what is going on right now. I'm surprised that it's still 0-0 in this game. Thought Spain would have scored by now. The big question is, could Cape Verde cause one of the biggest upsets right now and get a goal here? Come on, Cape Verde. It is Media Radio Jingles in Gaming. Big up to you, my friend, and thank you for showing your support again. The ball's into the penalty area from Spain as they will try and get a winner late on here. And like you, Alex, I'm wondering if that's why they fetched on like say Olmo, Nico Williams and Yamal as well. I wonder if that's why they fetched fetched them both on, even Olmo on as well, because for me, with both Williams and Yamal coming back from injury, I would probably only fetched on one rather than Lillian would probably fetched on Alex Baena instead from Atletico Madrid rather than the Athletic Bilbao man in Nico Williams.
No, I agree with you there. You have somebody in Baena who is deputised often for Spain. He knows his role. He's fit as well. And I think that would have been a much better option in this game against Cape Verde. But Spain realised that this is a game that they have to win. They have Uruguay and Saudi Arabia in their group. Not easy games at all. So for what everybody thought was a guaranteed 3 points for Spain, it's very much looking likely it might just be one.
Unless Cape Verde can cause a shock here and score on this counter-attack. Wonderful ball switched out to the left-hand side, and Cape Verde with the ball inside the penalty area. And the chance here for a shot. Shot for goal and just wide from distance. From Cape Verde, I think he may have took a deflection on the route. Well, but Cape Verde fans are loving this. They're jumping for joyous. The number 6, Peanut, with the effort there from distance. He lined up that effort well. Took a deflection of Olmo, who jumped on by his side of no and ball, but a corner kick to Cape Verde, which the number 18, Rancho, will come across to take. Surely the corner score for me, Cape Verde, can they?
It would
Surely
be
not.
one of the biggest moments of the World Cup, Russ.
And it's saved by the goalkeeper. Unai Simon with the save. But now, can Spain go down the other end and score a winner here? As we've gone into stoppage time now, we'll wait to see how many minutes will come up on the board in a second. But Nico Williams can't take it on. And we're into 5 minutes at a time. Vizinha watched that through there as Unai Simon saw the ball bounce down and claim it after an header from that corner, which almost gave Cape Verde a late goal there to win this game against Spain. Marco Correa, Real Madrid bound man. Here's Athletic Bilbao's Nico Williams, and the ball into the penalty and cleared away. Ball just there defending well as Mikel Moreno put the ball into the penalty area. Spain fans looking worried on their faces and looking shocked to say, how have we not won this game? Those Cape Verde players looking on thinking, if we can just hold on for another 4 minutes or so, less than 4 minutes now, to this point, this will be the biggest point in our history and the biggest point in World Cup history as well. Normally I get goals in my games on the commentary of Osaki will not be any today, but the game has not been dull or boring. It has been anything but that today. Here is Lamine Yamal, shot blocked by his own man. And now Cape Verde will charge forward. And they've gone men over. If we can play this right, he can't. That was a poor pass from Nuno da Costa as he tries to pick out Mendes. But that was poor from him there. But now, Spain, one last chance maybe for them. Marco Correa, left hand side of the penalty area, checks it down. Pulls the ball back to the edge of the penalty area. Pedri is there. Now Laporte. Pedri once more. What can he do now, Pedri? Rolls it across to Gabasi. Lamine Yamal. Yamal skips round one. Oh, he's held off by the other. Yamal up against one there, but Pedri was sleeping. And Cape Verde have won the ball back. And they can counter-attack his ball down. And that's going to be a yellow card for Pedri here. And he's going to take one for the team, is Pedri. And he is going to take one for the team then. That's a brilliant piece of play here today. Thank you for Mini Reading Jingles and Games. Says, brilliant commentary, by the way. Thank you very much, my friend. He says, oh yeah, no goals today, Russ. Very rare that happens when Russ is behind the microphone. That is correct there, my friend. And after this set piece for Spain, for Cape Verde, we've got get your play of the match, Alex, after this next piece of action. Cape Verde send the ball forward. It's cleared away by Spain. And Yamal charging over halfway. Brilliant bit of football to Alma. Back to Yamal again. Moreno's there. He gives the ball away and Cape Verde will try and try and come forward. Wonderful bit of play here now is Cape Verde with the number 18 there. Aranco can get the ball forward. Shot coming in from distance and he goes wide. And he really should have kept the play there, the number 20, Mendes, and he kept on running and just kept on the ball. Murray was through and it would have been the chance to make it 1-0 to Cape Verde there, or a potential chance. But Williams is charging forward down the other end for Spain now. Surely that's going to, if they score, he's going to punish them. Ball into the penalty and Cape Verde will clear the ball away. And now the play for the throw into Spain. And well, the ball's out of play. Alex, next time the ball's still going on here at the moment. Still going on here. I was going to come to you to get you play of the match. But the play just keeps coming. As Jamal gets inside the penalty area. Jamal shot is wide. He's deflected wide. I think it's a corner. To Spain it is. But Alex, while we wait for this corner kick to be taken, can you give us your play of the match?
I think no surprises, Russ. It's got to go to the Cape Verde keeper in Vozinha. He's made 7 saves as we're looking at now, and he has been a stalwart at the back for Cape Verde today. It's been symbolic of their entire back line. They've been resolute, they've defended well, and he has typified that performance. So Vozinha, my man of the match.
Thank you very much there. So today's play of the match goes to the number 1 for Cape Verde, Vozinha, who's between the sticks. As there goes the final whistle. The last chance was from that corner, was flicked across, go by Cabase, and went wide. And Cape Verde have got an unlikely point here against Spain in the opening Group H match. Cape Verde, what a performance from them. They have got held Spain to a goalless draw at the Mercedes-Benz Arena. Well, Alex Peters, before we let you go, Alex, just give us your final assessment on that game as a whole today, and what a fantastic point for Cape Verde.
What a fantastic point, Russ. The commentator's curse did strike, but it struck in a magnificent way. A point for Cape Verde on their World Cup debut against the number 1 ranked side in the world. Absolutely incredible defensive display. They defended resolutely. They didn't let Spain in. Spain barely had a sniff. Yes, the keeper made 7 saves, but they were tame efforts. They were efforts from range. They were headers that were going wide. And Cape Verde and Babista will be more than happy with that point, whereas Luis de la Fuente will be looking for answers.
Yes, that is correct, Alex. That is correct indeed, my friend. Luke Turton is on and says, wow, that is an insane result. Yes, everyone expecting Spain to win, but that was not the case today. And let me do what you says there. What a result for Cape Verde. Well, after that, we've got 2 shocks today. One, Cape Verde played absolutely well against Spain, and the other, no goals when Russ is commentating. Yes, I like that. Thank you. But hopefully you've enjoyed the commentary. Hopefully you've enjoyed it today. Big shout out to Alex Peters for his World Cup debut on commentary here on the Commentary Hub. Brilliant commentary to have alongside him for that one. We'll be off air now until around about 7:45 when Nick, Paul and Dan take over for Belgium against Egypt from the aluminum field in Seattle. But full time in our match here, in the first game of today's matches on the Commentary Hub, it is finished Spain 0, Cape Verde 0, and a rarity, I get 0 goals in my commentaries. From all of the team here today, thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you again soon from all the team here. See you at 7:45.